Okay guys, so let's talk about a basic concept in food work, which is targeting. All right? Now what targeting is you're trying to teach the dog to follow your hand like it's a target. And the goal is to have the dog touch your hand with its nose. All right? This is just a simple little game you start off playing with the dog if you want to do food work with them later. So look, basically where the nose goes, the rest of the puppy goes. So once you get them to where they understand targeting, it's pretty easy to lead them through any series of behaviors that you want to lead them through. Oh, look. Oh, sometimes you'll drop one, don't worry. I like to take my hand and hold that treat right there between the first two fingers at the base. That way the puppy doesn't bite on you. Oh, good dog. Now look, see, all I'm doing at first is I just get that puppy to follow my hand around. Follow my hand around. Good. Oh, good. Good. Good dog. Okay, now, so once I've got that puppy following my hand around, then I start adding in what I call small challenges, right? Okay. So this is how targeting and small challenges go together. Come on, puppy. Oh, he's going to target. He's going to jump up on my small challenge. Come on. Good dog. I'm going to give him a treat for halfway doing it, and then I'm going to help him and give him a treat for doing it all the way. Appreciate that. I'm going to go back to doing a little bit of targeting here. Turn him. Pull my hand up. Right. He doesn't even realize what he's doing, but I got that sit, so that's awesome. Now I want him to go down. Good. Oh, good. And that's fine. You know, watch. We'll go back into this sit position. And I'm just going to be patient and we'll wait. There's my treat. Halfway down, all the way down. Good boy. They have to sit their bottom down to reach that. Good. Now, as they follow my hand down, I'm going to turn my hand right at the bottom. Good. And all they're doing is trying to get to that treat. And I'm just manipulating the posture that I want. But very soon they start to realize that, oh, when I get in this sit posture, I get a treat. When I get in this down posture, I get a treat. Oh, I'll just go ahead and go there and skip the following the hand around stuff. You know, and that's what most of your dog training is really built on, guys, is what's called anticipation. Different puppies respond to food work in different ways. They have different natural motivations for food or a ball or attention or what have you. Some of them really like food, you know, and some of them really like food, but they just don't like following your hand around, you know. So those are a little tougher. Some of them just naturally pick up on targeting right off the bat, you know. And so, like, watch this little puppy here. Let's see what I can get her to do. Oh, that's a good dog. Now let's see if we can go to the left. Oh, that's right. Let's see if we can get her to go in a crate. Good, right? Now that's what happens in a perfect world. You get a dog and the training method that you're using, it matches up perfectly, okay, with your puppy. Now, over here in the corner is this dog's sister. You know, full sister, right? But she just, for whatever reason, she doesn't get as excited about doing food work. Now, when you let her, this dog's sister, the one laying over there, you let her out in the yard and she runs and plays way harder than this dog. She just runs and runs and runs, and then when you bring her inside, she wants to lay around. That's awesome too. It's just different. And I want you to understand, especially if you're working with, you have two different puppies, it can even be litter mates, how you manage those dogs is going to be a little different, right? So that little puppy over there, she always comes in and she's so tired from running around. She's such a big explorer that she just goes and lays down. And so it's easy to work on house manners with her because that's all she does. But if you want to do food work with that little dog over there, you have to catch her early. You have to cut her exercise session short because she'll just go outside and exercise herself to death. Now this little dog, I let her outside and everybody's running around and playing. Oh, and a lot of times she just kind of goes over. She just kind of goes over and waits by the door. Come here, little babies. Where you at? Oh, you looking for your stage? Oh, and so like this one here, okay, even though she's a full sister to the other one, she just waits for me. She doesn't go and exercise herself by herself. And that's a weird thing with dogs because a lot of people will try to put their dogs out in the yard and they'll be like, well, Stonnie, I put the dog out in the yard to play and it didn't go outside and get tired. Well, a lot of them don't. Right here, this is a perfect example. Litter mates, one of them goes out, exercises herself to death, self-regulates. The other, she won't hardly exercise if I'm not out there with her, you know. And but this one, man, I open the door, I bring her in here, and she's ready to do some work. She's ready to follow me around. She's ready to chase a ball. She's ready to sit on my lap. Whatever involves me, this dog here is ready to do. Okay, so now I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this session. So what are we working on, guys? Like always, we're working on targeting, which just means getting the dog to follow your hand with their nose. Right, that's it. Okay. Then we introduce the concept of targeting into small challenges. Come on. Because I want to introduce right off the bat the idea that sometimes I'm going to ask this dog to do things that are kind of hard, you know. But, you know, I want the dog to also understand that although they might be hard in the beginning, they end up being real fun, right? And so getting up on her little box or little stage or small challenge, that's awesome, right? I want to introduce the concept of going into the crate and waiting patiently. So I throw a couple of treats in there. I close the door. Give her a couple of treats. While she's in there, I want to introduce the concept of no or wait, you know, because those are related terms. So open this. Don't let her come out till I'm ready. So tell her no. Then if she complies, I say, okay. Now remember, in our situation, in our system, no means stop, look, and listen. Okay, wait is a temporary pause. So like, no, don't come out of the crate yet. Do you see what I mean about how they're related? So I'm going to give her a crate. Now another thing that's going on here, guys, is I want the dog to understand that this door, this crate, you know, that's secondary in importance to my authority. My authority is what makes you go in the crate or come out of the crate. Good. Okay, so she did that pretty well, so we can come back out here and go to doing some targeting. Oh, she's doing some targeting. She's so smart. Then we'll put her up here on her little small challenge. Oh, you can do it. After my Foodwork sessions, I like to take the puppies outside for a quick potty break and let them run around, kind of have a recess if you will, and then I bring them back in and we start working on fetching. Now, when I go to working on retrieving, guys, I do it in a very particular way. I like to take my mats and move them into a corner, and that way I can kind of control where the puppy goes, and that's real important. Now, if you don't have mats in a corner, don't worry about it. Do it in a hallway. There's been thousands and thousands of great retrievers that were started off fetching in hallways. So hallways work great. I just like corners like this, because I always have these mats available. Now the next thing I do is I stay super close to the puppy. Now notice I'm just throwing this, just this ball just a few feet. I tease him with it a little bit, I throw it a few feet, and then when he comes out of the corner, I kind of reach out there and grab a hold of that ball, and I just get real still, and then when he lets it go, I throw it again. Now the reason I do that, guys, is because fetching is kind of natural for some dogs, but not nearly as natural as chase. In the real world, what happens is that puppy goes out in the yard, he grabs a stick, he shows his sisters, and he says, look what I got. Then he takes off running and they all chase him. So I'm trying to avoid getting caught in that position where the puppy wants me to play chase. So what I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, listen, I'm going to throw this ball. The puppy chases it naturally. Then he just goes to running off with it. But I'm there and I'm waiting and I get it. And he goes, oh, well, Stoney's got it. I guess I have to let it go. But as soon as he lets it go, then I throw it again. So then a little light bulb goes off in his head and he goes, oh, wait a minute. You mean if I run over here and grab this and hand it to Stoney, he'll throw it? Wow, this is such an easy way to train Stoney to throw the ball for me. This is awesome. This is even better than chase, you know? So we're kind of tricking the puppy into thinking that he's tricking us. And it works perfectly, guys. This is the best way to introduce fetching.
I need some effort jumping these barrels. I need some effort to jump in these barrels. Good dogs. Come on, Lola. Show me some effort. Come on, Lola. Oh, you're smart like these Malin was. Maybe a little smarter, I think. You showing it today? Come on. All right, guys. Ooh. What's going on up here? Where's the prize? The prize is at the top of the mountain. They never have any sayings about making it to the middle of the mountain. Okay. Let's get up on the top. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Effort, effort, effort. Good second effort. Good save. Good effort. Good effort, Lola. Show them how it's done, Lola. Mixed breed from the pound's the best. Good dog. Good dog. Oh.